Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and see how rigorous maintenance acts as the absolute lifeblood of a water treatment plant. We all know that treating water is this incredibly complex, delicate chemical and mechanical dance, right? But what actually keeps the music playing? It's a highly structured, totally unyielding maintenance protocol. Today, we're going to break down the exact preventative procedures that keep these critical facilities running at peak performance. A plant that runs like a well-oiled machine doesn't just happen by accident. The core objective here is pure consistency. We're talking about reliable flow rates, stable pH, low turbidity, and low conductivity. By meticulously sticking to these protocols, you are directly maximizing your equipment availability and, let's be real, driving down those operating costs in a major way. So here is our roadmap for today. 1. Safety and prep protocols. 2. Daily and weekly routines. 3. Monthly checks and specialized systems. 4. Clarifiers, tanks, and electrical. And finally, 5. Troubleshooting and annual overhauls. Let's get into it. Starting with Section 1, Safety and Prep Protocols. Let's look at the absolute non-negotiables, securing the environment before a single tool is even lifted. Look, a deliberate, cautious pace at the start literally prevents catastrophic personal injuries later. Before anyone picks up a wrench, obtaining the right work permit is step 1. But step 2? That is where lives are saved. Lockout/tagout or LOTO procedures ensure machinery doesn't suddenly wake up while your operator's hands are inside it. Add in your mandatory PPE, helmet, shoes, goggles, chemical-resistant gloves, and strict chemical handling rules, and you've built a rock-solid foundation for the work ahead. Moving right along to Section 2, Daily and Weekly Routines. This is where we see how microtasks prevent massive failures. It's amazing how simple, boots-on-the-ground routines save you so much trouble down the line. For daily pump and motor checks, just actively listening for abnormal noises or keeping an eye on mechanical seals is exactly how you catch a tiny leak before it blows into a catastrophic pump failure. Your team needs to be checking suction and discharge pressures, touching base on bearing temperatures, and verifying motor current and voltage to make sure nothing is overheating. Catching a slight vibration today? That saves you the absolute nightmare of a fried motor tomorrow. But hey, it's not just turning wrenches. You and your team have to stay on top of the chemistry every single day. Verifying chemical tank levels, inspecting dosing pumps for any sign of a leak, and confirming exact injection rates means your chemistry is totally dialed in. Combine that with daily testing of pH, turbidity, conductivity, and hardness, and you've got a perfect, immediate snapshot of your plant's health. So, what happens when those daily visual and auditory checks just aren't enough? Because eventually, debris does start building up in the system. Well, moving to weekly tasks, that's where we tackle the physical reality of moving mass amounts of water. You've got to clear out the debris and sludge from your intake screens. You absolutely need to perform backwashes on your sand and activated carbon filters, constantly watching those pressure differentials. And here's a big one, manually operating your valves every week. It's a use it or lose it situation. Doing this prevents them from getting stuck when you desperately need them during an emergency. Section 3, Monthly Checks and Specialized Systems. Moving up our preventative pyramid, we transition into heavier diagnostic work. Once a month, you've got to dig a little deeper. For your pumps, we're talking coupling alignments and making sure foundation bolts haven't literally vibrated loose. For motors, doing a Megger test to measure insulation resistance and cleaning out those cooling fins extends their life dramatically. And crucial point here, full calibrations on your pH analyzers, conductivity meters, and flow meters. If your instruments are drifting, your plant is drifting, right? You need those digital readouts to reflect reality. Now notice how the maintenance demands absolutely diverge here based on the specific system. With your RO, or reverse osmosis plant, you are hyper-focused on pressure differentials. You have to trigger a clean-in-place procedure if permeate flow drops even 10 to 15%. Meanwhile, your demineralization, or DM plant, is a totally different beast. There, you're monitoring cation and anion outlet conductivity, timing your resin regenerations perfectly, and tracking those mixed-bed silica levels. All right, Section 4, Clarifiers, Tanks, and Electrical. Time to zoom out a little and look at the macro infrastructure. Clarifiers and storage tanks need serious attention. You've got to deal with the literal sludge. Removing it monthly and checking the scraper's gearbox oil keeps everything moving. But regarding your storage tanks, you must be routinely inspecting internal coatings and vents. Draining, washing, and disinfecting these tanks is what prevents the contamination of that highly treated water you just spent so much money and energy processing. And please, do not overlook the electrical side. Your motor control center, your MCC panels, they are the actual brains of the operation. Doing something as simple as cleaning dust out of these panels and tightening connections stops unexpected electrical fires or relay failures dead in their tracks. Verifying breaker operation and your earthing system guarantees that if a fault does happen, your people and your equipment are protected. Finally, Section 5, Troubleshooting and Annual Overhauls, the top of our preventative pyramid. Now, this right here is a fantastic cheat sheet for your operators. It directly links the symptom to the root cause so they can act fast. High turbidity, you've probably got poor coagulation. Time to adjust the chemical dosing. Pump vibration, that points straight to misalignment or bearing wear. High RO conductivity means membrane damage. Clean it or replace it. Fast diagnostics keep your downtime to an absolute minimum. And then, the annual major overhaul. Think of this as the ultimate reset button for your entire facility. We are talking overhauling every pump, replacing bearings, fully servicing valves. On the electrical side, rigorous motor testing and cable inspections. Your process equipment gets evaluated, testing resin quality, inspecting RO membranes. It is an exhaustive top-to-bottom physical to make sure the plant runs smoothly for another 365 days. All of these tasks come together in a master maintenance schedule that scales perfectly. You can really see the cadence of care here. Pumps and motors get those constant daily touches. Filters scale back to weekly, and your instruments get that monthly calibration and yearly overhaul. It's a beautiful, structured rhythm when it's done right. I want to leave you with this really powerful thought from our source material. These procedures, they aren't just polite suggestions. They are the exact, rigorous standards used in massive facilities like the Rupor nuclear power plant to ensure uninterrupted, absolute reliability. So if these exact protocols are trusted to maintain critical stability at a nuclear facility, ask yourself, is your plant treating its daily maintenance with that same level of respect?